Hey, Cincinnati Profilers. This is Coach Ryan Smith with the next edition of the Cincinnati Profile Health column. And, it's kind of a funny thing. This month I had probably one of the most difficult times coming up with content and something to actually talk to you about, and whether it be an article or what kind of thing that I actually wanted to discuss with you from this month. And then as I started thinking about the last week, it really kind of came up that, I've kind of struggled this whole last week with things for within the business and coming up with new ideas for webinars and all kinds of things that we do in our high performance living business for veterinary professionals. And I'm like, why am I struggling with so many different things? And, when it all came down to the fact that I had given up on my personal morning routine. It's really funny that the things that we do first thing in the morning are the things that create our success for the day. And for me, what I do in the morning is as soon as I wake up and I get up and I actually have around 20 to 30 ounces of water. Then I get up and I usually spend a little time, about 15-20 minutes meditating, and I'll use a Muse headband for that. So it actually gives me some ability to get some data on that, but it also really teaches me and helps me to create more feedback in my meditation, allows me to really focus my mind. So in probably a worst case scenario, I'll probably spend 5 minutes meditating, but I'm usually 15 to 20 minutes and up to 40 minutes, depending on what I have to do for the day. But so we'll just say an average of 15 to 20 minutes. So I do that, and then I actually go out for a walk with the dog, take the dog for a walk, and I usually do this barefoot and in shorts, and usually just a t-shirt, even if it's kind of chilly, because I'm stimulating my nervous system to respond in a specific way. So these are certain things that I do on a morning basis, and then do some journaling as far as what my intention for the day is. And I really realized that about 2 weeks ago, for just some reason, I got up one morning, didn't do my meditation, didn't do my walk, and just kind of a bunch of things. And it kind of cascaded into a 2-week stint of where I didn't do my morning routine. Now, I'm kind of an ADD guy, so I usually don't think about, routines usually don't work well for me. I'm usually kind of the creative, and I'll fly by the seat of my pants on a lot of things. But I've really found that creating a morning routine and having it as a checklist and doing the things that I do, and what we call habit stacking, which is where one thing flows into the next, flows into the next, flows into the next. And if you blow one, you can hopefully catch up on the others, but it's a way of building multiple habits at one time. Well, at the same time as it's a way of breaking multiple habits at one time. So I kind of struggled for about 2 weeks with business and doing a lot of things, and kind of found myself falling behind in all the things that I would normally do. So as I was kind of preparing for what I was going to talk about for this month, and while it's the single and successful topic for the month, I'm kind of deviating away from that because I don't feel that I was successful over the last 2 weeks. I'm not single, but not being successful in how I would normally handle things greatly affected my business, my personal life. Just I didn't feel like I was pulling it all together. So for you, what I want you to think about is it is start time to build a morning routine and a morning habit that is going to set you up for success on a daily basis. There's a great quote. It says, how you do one thing is how you will do all things. And if you get up in the morning and you're frenetically running around, you have no morning routine, or it's not a morning routine that is designed to help you be successful, then this is something you need to focus on changing. And you need to think about, am I hydrating? Am I setting my brain up for a successful day? Am I doing all the things to prepare my body for movement, for whatever it is that I need to do to be successful? Now, that's something different for everybody. So my morning routine is not your morning routine, but you need to think about, actually, are these things that I'm doing what I would call a high performance morning routine? Are these the things that are going to help me be successful? If they're not, then I need to do what I can to begin to change those, because your morning routine really is the key for what you're going to do. There is a bookend on the other end, and that is what you do right before you go to sleep. That's a topic for another time because I don't want to get into that right now, but I want you to think about your morning routine. I want you to actually spend a little time and write down everything that you do within your first 30 minutes to 1 hour after you wake up. And now I want you to write down everything. How you get up and go to the restroom, when you check your phone, what you have for breakfast, when you put your coffee on, what order do you do these things? And I want you to start saying, okay, yeah, this is something I don't need to do. Yes, this is something I need to do. Oh, I'm making an excuse why I'm doing this, but I really don't need to do it. So think about all these things, start creating a morning routine, build it as a checklist. So every single morning you actually have to go through your order of these things and start checking them off. You will find that it really, really helps you. And then after a few weeks, skip it for a couple of days and see what happens in your life. I think you'll be like me and you'll find that things tend to fall by the wayside in not just your morning routine, but throughout the day as well. So I hope that gives you some ideas and some thoughts on this. So we want you to be successful. And from a health perspective, this is huge. Your morning routine is huge for you. So if you've got questions, obviously hit me up. You can email me at ryansmithcoach@gmail.com. Obviously, leave some comments below here in the video and the Cincinnati Profile article. And if you have any other questions, please let me know. We'll be happy to answer them. And we hope you have a great week. We hope this has been successful for you. And we'll talk to you real soon. This is Ryan Smith for the Health Column with the Cincinnati Profile. Talk to you soon.